This edition of Durango TV News is brought to you by Comfort Keepers, recipient of the 2017 Best of Home Care Provider and Employer of Choice by Home Care Pulse.
A treasure trove of historical photographs from a professional photo studio in Montrose will be preserved for generations as part of a major archival project now underway at the Fort Lewis College Center of Southwest Studies. Archive manager Nik Kendziorski and student history intern Brianna Travell have been working for more than a year to preserve, catalog, and scan nearly 5,000 silver nitrate negatives from the collection of the Walker Art Studio of Montrose. They represent the work of Western Slope photographers spanning more than 60 years of history. From the early 1880s to the late 1940s, the Fort Lewis College Foundation and the Center of Southwest Studies actually purchased the collection of silver nitrate negatives more than 15 years ago. But lack of funding and resources kept them in storage.
Due to the unstable nature of the negatives, we had to keep them off campus. And so pretty much since the early 2000s, these negatives have been stored in 2 ice chest coolers out at the old fort in a root cellar barn. And so when I started applying for grant money, that made for a good argument that, we need to receive this funding so that we can start scanning these negatives and get them properly housed.
Kendziorski attained a $4,000 grant from the Colorado Historical Records Advisory Board and another $5,000 from the Ballantine Family Foundation to begin the laborious process of preserving the images. Travell removes each negative from its original paper envelope, assigns it a catalog number, scans it, then places it in acid-free folders for storage. The scanned images are added to a computer database with meta tags for future searches. Travell says the collection includes everything from Victorian funeral photos to landscapes.
There have been a lot of pictures of farming and farming machine work. Pictures of the $1 Million Highway have been really beautiful. There was one really great silhouette of 2 deer out in the woods, I think in Red Mountain Pass area, and so that was really beautiful. There have been really great pictures of lakes with the clouds up in the top and then reflecting in the actual water, and a lot of mining photos too of just old mining cabins and equipment and just really interesting stuff.
The scanned images eventually will be included in a searchable catalog through the college's library website and will provide researchers worldwide with access to the historical, economic, environmental, and social changes that occurred in western Colorado during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. For more information about the Walker Art Studio collection, visit the Center of Southwest Studies website at swcenter.fortlewis.edu.